Listen to me very carefully. I want to present the moment you've been waiting for.
Geek'd Radio.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Geek'd Up Radio. I'm your host, Ricky, and this is Michael.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? Lalo's not in the studio today, but that's okay. We'll find him again one day. Well, he'll be on later this week. Anyways, so Michael's my brother-in-law. What's up?
Not much.
He keeps it real. He when he comes on the show, well, this is the first time on Geek'd Up Radio. He's been on the other shows like Middle Aged Nerds, what was it? TDMR. Were you ever on Tweak Your Geek?
No,
he's never on that. No, but when he comes on the show, he speaks it like it is. You know, he walks it like he talks it. Anyways. Yeah. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about movies, especially dumb ones.
Our favorite kind.
Our favorite kind of movies. And we might throw in a good one that we like.
Yeah.
All right, so like the first one we're going to talk about is Robin Hood, the new one.
Yeah, like we need another one.
Yeah, it flopped big time. It made like 48 million of its 100 million budget or something like that.
Wow.
I don't know if those numbers are correct.
How many weeks has it been out?
I don't know, a week, two,
a week
3.
Or two? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were making one until the last week or two. I think that's when I first saw trailers for it as ads on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had no idea. I was like, oh, okay, this looks like crap.
Yeah. It was terrible. The idea of
Who's
Robin
in
Hood.
it?
Jamie Foxx. He plays
That's your big name right there. Is Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. I mean, the last time I saw Jamie Foxx was in Spider-Man 2. He played Electro.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. Let's see.
That's right, because that was after Django, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is the big name. Ben Mendelsohn. I don't know all these other names. They're Paul Anderson. No. Bjorn. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry.
It was a BJ something.
Yeah.
Bjorn.
Ben Son. It's the last one.
I'm sure he's Nordic.
Yeah, he's probably huge.
No one else names their kid Bjorn.
Bjorn, except that singer, right?
That's Bjork.
Oh,
she's Icelandic.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Anyways, nobody knows
Bjorn.
Bjork, yeah, whatever.
Bjorn, he's gonna be our new friend.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, Bjorn, if you ever hear this radio, we got a mic open for you anytime.
And don't kill Ricky.
Yeah, no, I'm very squishy, man. I'm made of butter and cheese, and I don't even like cheese.
And tortillas.
And rice and beans.
I love tortillas.
Man, anyway, so they're probably not going to come out with another Robin Hood movie in 100 years because of this. Man,
no, because how long ago was it that they had the Russell Crowe one?
Is it like 2010? So another
something like that.
8 years. I mean, and that one, I heard that one didn't even do very good either.
It wasn't that good.
I mean, I thought it was all right, but it was still...
It's no Men in Tights.
No, it is no Prince of Thieves either. With what's his name?
Kevin Costner.
Dude, he's so sexy, dude.
We watched that the other night.
It's amazing.
Seriously.
I'll cut your heart out with a spoon.
Why with a spoon?
Because it'll hurt more, you twit. I love that movie, dude.
There's some great actors in there.
Dude, Alan Rickman.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, yeah. He's right there. That's
right.
it.
The winning. But, yeah. I mean, the story of Robin Hood, nobody really cares anymore, dude, about some rich guy stealing from the rich to give to the poor. I mean, people are smarter now. We know that doesn't happen. Rich people keep it to themselves.
That's why it's such a compelling story.
They're like, they do have feelings and a heart.
Yeah.
No.
I don't see why they felt there was a need for another one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's granted, the Prince of Thieves was not, it was a good movie. It wasn't like the best one ever. It's not the pinnacle one, but still, you don't need another one.
No. I mean, yeah.
It's like, why do you keep retelling this? Why do you?
They're like reimaginings, and they always change like the beginning or whatever.
if you're going to do it differently, do it differently.
And they did. They made him more like Assassin's Creed, Ninja, Scorpion, Sub-Zero. You know what I'm saying? He had that little ninja mask from Mortal Kombat. And, and every time he shot the arrows, they were like bullets. And when they collided, it looked like the scene out of The Matrix, when it was going and it was all slow-mo and Neo and what's her name is all shooting everybody up.
I remember they did something like that with the Three Musketeers about 10 or 15 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had, I think Ping was the guy's name. The guy who did the fight coordination for Matrix, I think they did a Three Musketeers movie, and he had the fight coordination for that as well. It was just over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing a period piece, there's no reason to get so stylistic that it just looks stupid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I think Prince of Thieves was so good, because it was a period piece, but it wasn't like super stylistic. It wasn't like animated. It wasn't like trying to make him a superhero or a comic book hero. It was like, we know the story's fake. Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of liberties, but we're not going to make it so dumb that you just laugh at it.
I was looking at it, and again, the wife was watching it the other day when she was putting up a tree, and I was watching like, man, they used so much Aquanet in that movie.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because when they, what was it? When Kevin Costner, he was trying to look through that telescope or whatever. What was it? Was it a telescope?
Yeah.
And he didn't know how to use it, and he
got all scared.
Yeah, and you got Morgan Freeman. That's his name. He's in the movie too.
Yeah.
And he's
black
like
hair.
Yeah. And he's all like trying to poke him with the sword and stuff through the telescope.
Yeah.
And Morgan Freeman's like, how did you people ever take back Jerusalem and something like that?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's that type of stuff is what adds, character to the movie. Not backflips and ninja flips and 300 to
it was
60.
the characters.
Yeah, dude. And dialogue was just so good. And, and it was believable if you've never seen something like that. I'm sure, back then humans were really stupid and they would try to poke it with a sword.
Yeah.
It's like when you put on the first time you put 3D glasses, you're reaching out with your hands. Everybody can relate to that.
Yeah.
Nobody can relate to a ninja flip.
At least they did try to put it in a more historical context than some of the other productions.
Yeah.
So that was, well on for them. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah. See, yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't think they should ever try again. I mean,
I wouldn't say never try it again, but I think take more thought into your production.
Yeah. It's like that King Arthur movie. That Guy Ritchie one.
Oh man, which is so sad because his movies are usually really, really good.
It was only very good in the beginning. I mean,
yeah, when he stuck to stuff he knew, the little street thief.
Yeah.
That when he got past that and got into the fancy aspect of it, it blew so bad.
Yeah. Well, and first off, let me just say to everybody that's listening, I have not seen the new Robin Hood movie. Probably not going to see it.
I haven't either. I have no desire to.
Me either.
They've lost me as an audience.
I mean, the trailers didn't sell it. And so everything I'm speaking didn't sell it to me.
Oh, no.
So everything I'm speaking about, of my opinion, is from the trailers only.
Yeah.
So, and that right there is very important. If you cannot sell it to your audience, nobody's going to show up. And nobody did.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, you got just the opposite with Suicide Squad. Awesome trailer.
Oh, my God.
Crap movie.
Oh, my God. Yes, dude. And that's a shame when the trailer is better than the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cry. Because the trailer was so moving and inspirational and got you hyped up. And
good music helps.
Yes, dude.
We talked about that before with the solo.
And great editing. And boom. But when you see the movie, you're like, what the heck did I just walk into, man?
Yeah. Trailers can make or break a movie. Wow, God, what was that movie? There was one that came out a few years ago. It was basically about rabies. It was
really?
Rec?
Right?
REC? Or was that the
REC? That's the one with the zombies in the building.
Apartment.
Yeah.
And the very last scene in the movie is right there in the trailer.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, man, really? That's just no.
But you don't know it's a very last scene.
But you keep expecting that scene the entire time.
Yeah.
And it was just they either should have not put that in the movie at all, or just not put it in the trailer at all.
Right.
Otherwise, that's a really good movie. I liked it.
Was it really good? I never saw
liked
it.
Yeah. No, Contagion. Was it Contagion?
Well, I think that's the original Spanish version was called Contagion.
Was it? Or was it? Because I think Wreck was the original Spanish version.
Or maybe it's the opposite.
Then, and then I think Contagion is what they renamed it when they refilmed it over here.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that, man.
Yeah,
because it was all like handheld. It's like the REC was supposed to mean recording,
like recording. Yeah, exactly. It was all like hand
like the Blair Witch. What's that called? There's that style of filmmaking. It's oh man,
like a documentary style.
Yeah, or I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I forgot.
Yeah.
There's a word for it.
But if you haven't seen that movie, if you like horror films, it's a really good one.
Yeah.
I mean, that scene with the dog in the elevator, just really, I still think on that one was like, man, that was a terrifying scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
Oh man.
Man,
I'm not going to spoil it anymore, but it's.
Well, I already know the movie. I mean, they're already on like part 4. I've read them all on Wikipedia.
I haven't even watched any of the sequels, but the first one was really good.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of remake of a foreign film, and there's one with Kevin Hart coming out soon where he's like helping some guy, like a paraplegic, whatever.
No, I have no idea.
Have you ever seen the answer to that?
No.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's a remake of a French film.
What is it called?
Intouchables? It was the French one.
Okay. What's it about?
Basically, this guy is looking for a job. He has, he's a poor guy looking for a job, and he ends up getting hired on as a like this assistant for this rich guy who's paraplegic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's supposed to be really, really loosely based, I think, on a true story.
Like Stephen Hawking?
Almost. The guy can basically just move his head and that's it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I might have to check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out, people.
Yeah. The French one's really good.
Okay, so I've seen last week I tried to give a review of Mandy, but we got distracted because that's what we do.
I saw again just the trailer. So you've seen the movie.
I've seen the movie.
What do you think?
The movie is
it as over the top as the trailer seems like it's going to be?
It's different. The movie is the trailer is a good representation of the idea of the movie.
Okay.
The movie is a dark, gory movie, a revenge movie, and it's amazing. I love it. I love that movie.
It?
Yeah,
okay.
I did. It starts off very slow. It's like 2 movies. It's exactly like almost 2 hours or a little over. And it's like 2 movies smashed into one or 3.
Okay.
Because at first you get like this indie love movie, and then it transforms into everything else. And that the transformation is what's amazing.
Okay.
And it's like a good representation of life, because life you can start off as something sweet, and then something terrible happens, and then you're just all screwed up for the rest of your life. And it's amazing. And it starts off slow. Don't get me wrong, but once
a lot of good movies are that way to kind of give them some basis.
Yeah, oh man, I wish I could go more because
okay. Well, let me ask you this.
Okay,
then.
Ask me questions. I'll answer.
Okay, so as dark revenge movies go, how does it compare to Old Boy?
Oh man,
that's a high bar.
Nothing. The Korean one.
Yes.
Nothing will ever beat that. Okay, but this is up there. It's got to be. It's got to be within the top 5 best revenge movies, dark revenge movies.
Okay, that's a high recommendation.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
I'll give it a second chance, because I know just based on the trailer, I had no desire to ever see it.
And when you watch the movie, you realize the imagery that they show you in the trailer, why it's that way, and you're like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Okay,
and
but that's not the tone of the movie. That's just
exactly. It's and it's kind of like a Midsummer's Dream. Something like that.
Okay.
It's not what you expect, but it is what you expect at the same time. It is. I don't know. It's amazing, man.
Yeah, I'm so behind on my movies. I recently watched. I remember when I recently watched A Quiet Place.
Okay.
Did you see it?
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's really good.
Really? Because it looked really boring to me.
It's really good. It's a tense movie, man.
Like how tense?
It's
like high
tense.
tension?
Not high tension. High tension. It was like that's almost like too much to take, man.
No, that was a crazy movie.
That was a crazy ass movie, but it's really good. It's got like a PG-13 rating.
Oh, really?
So it's, kids can watch it with you and stuff. It's not that bad. But
I think my daughter went to go watch it. She said it was pretty good. So the premise of that movie is what? You got to be quiet or the aliens hear you?
Basically. And they made some games based upon that. Was it Until Dawn?
Until Dawn?
I think came out last
year. The Last
year.
of Us or something like that? No. Wait, no. Is it kind of like that Final Fantasy movie, The Spirits Within, where like you can't see the aliens because they're invisible and then...
No.
You make a noise and they come visible and stuff.
No, these things it's like they use echolocation almost.
Oh, they're like bats.
Kind of, yeah. They're basically blind, but they key in on sound. So, like, yeah, it's pretty tense.
Oh, awesome!
But it's good. It's good.
Okay, all right. Let's see. What's the next thing? Next movie we should talk about?
Deadpool.
All right, yeah. Let's go on to Deadpool. Michael.
Okay, because I did watch it yesterday.
Oh, you did?
It's the first time I've been able to watch it.
Deadpool number 2, right?
Deadpool number 2. Okay. I'd seen it before in the theaters. First time I've been able to rewatch it because the kids were at school.
Yeah.
Usually, the kids are usually around. You can't watch that with kids around.
But soon, you'll be able to watch it with the kids around.
That's true. But I watched the extended version.
Okay, which is going to be like a bootleg soon, crazy collector's edition because it's.
You don't think they're going to have multiple editions out?
No, I think from this point on, it's all going to be PG-13.
I think the next one they put out, they'll probably be the 13 version, the theatrical, and the extended.
I think if they do a rated R version, I think it's going to be like in the old days of DVDs where you would get the director's cut with all the stuff that was cut out and modified. But everything that's going to be theatrical from this point on, I think it's really going to be PG-13.
Well, from what I saw, I think it was just edited for time because they seem to included, again, granted I've only seen it once before and it was when it came out of the theaters.
Uh-huh.
But they added some extra footage where it's him in the mansion.
Oh, really? With the X-Men?
Yeah.
What'd they add?
Well, with him, basically just kind of the daily stuff with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like he's kind of a change in attitude kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Him around the mansion, not being such a wise ass, actually kind of being earnest, trying to change his ways kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Russell in the orphanage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you see, him getting to the orphanage and what he goes through at the orphanage.
Okay.
So when he blows himself up at the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't remember the original one. Did they also show other attempts for him to kill himself?
I think they did.
Okay.
Maybe.
I didn't remember that if they did, but that was in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think they did.
Okay. That's about it. Nothing outrageous. But it was, and again, nothing was either bad or boring. It was all part of the story. I thought it worked well. I think they just cut it for time.
Oh, really? Trying to get that 90 minutes in or whatever?
Probably.
So what do you think? What are your expectations for the PG-13 version?
I have no desire to see it.
You don't?
I like the movie the way it is.
Man. You really? Seriously? I'm going to go see it, man.
Are you?
Yeah, because I want to know. Because this is going to become, the PG-13 is going to become the definitive edition. It's going to become like a relaunch to the Marvel Studios, man.
I'll let you watch it first because unless there's like a lot of new footage, I have no desire. I've already seen what I consider a really good version of it.
Well, that they reshot footage, they redid lines.
Well, I can imagine they did read lines, but since you don't see his mouth talking, they could dub anything they want in there.
Exactly.
They could put the whole thing in Spanish.
They probably could, and they have probably. But I mean, I'm excited to see what it is. I wonder because in the trailer it shows like a what was that with the Fred Savage and stuff like that? The Princess Bride. Have you seen that trailer?
I've heard of it.
Okay, so he's reading like he's the granddad reading to Fred Savage, and he's like, "What the heck's going on?"
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're gonna do like a that type of movie, like copying The Princess Bride, because every time during The Princess Bride, they would like take breaks from the movie, and cut to Fred Savage and his granddad. So I wonder
where he just kind of describes what's going on in
he was like, more kissing. He's like, when you get older, you may not mind so much. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if they'll do that.
Probably not. I think it's a one-off, just like some of the trailers they did. I mean, very innovative trailers and ads and stuff. But
I hope they do that.
It would be funny,
But that would explain why it's PG-13.
If that was intercut through the entire movie, I might.
Yeah,
that might turn me right there.
Because the Deadpool franchise makes a lot of money.
Yeah,
they're not going to kill it. Marvel Studios is not going to kill it now that they own it. But I think this is a good way to transition it. This is the only way that I figure they can transition it without retconning everything, rebooting the entire series after 2 movies. You know what I'm saying?
Again, going back to it, the extended edition, when he's having the fight at the front in the beginning of the movie with the I guess the bathhouse or so.
Yeah.
Some of the music I remember, but I don't remember hearing Enya during the fight scene. But there's in the recut or in the extended edition, there's a scene in there where it's like real slow Enya.
Really?
Stuff while he's having like this fight.
Really? I don't remember that.
I didn't remember it either. He kind of.
I'm gonna have to watch it again. I mean, because I've only seen it once in theaters, and it just blew my mind. And there's so much going on. It's you're just overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
And you can only pick up so much and remember so much stuff at a time.
Exactly.
So,
it's something. There's so many things in there, and like I didn't remember. Well, I guess he wasn't made a big deal of, but like in the prison, Omega Red's in there.
He's in there?
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he's in the background. And there was a cutout scene, I guess, of him playing chess, but he's in the background. He's got, the long blonde hair and stuff. He's a real pale guy. He's a huge guy, kind of angular looking, really scary looking face. But he's got like the Omega tattoo on his forehead now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But Omega Red's in the background. Like when the scene when he's just trying to eat. Russell keeps bothering him, and Black Tom Cassidy shows up.
Uh-huh.
Well, in the table behind them is Omega Red.
Dude, I'm gonna have to borrow the uncut version from you, man. I have to see that because, man, I would just, man, that's gonna be awesome.
Well, I didn't even notice it at first, but it was on the special features. They were.
Oh, talking about Omega Red in the new Uncanny X-Men relaunch or whatever. Omega Red in issue 3 just made his reappearance for the first time in I don't know how long. I don't know. I just started reading the comic books again.
Guy from the 90s.
And now he's one of the Horsemen of Life because so Magneto and
okay, I haven't read them, so don't.
Oh, dude, man, it's amazing.
Don't give me the story out.
Yeah, I mean, another one comes out on Wednesday because what's today? Today's Tuesday, so Wednesday another one comes out, issue 5, and oh man, it's amazing. So far it's really good. This relaunch is really good. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't want to give anything away, but
okay. We'll have to talk about it next time we see each other because I'm sure I'll have read it by then.
Yeah, and by then I should have another 2 or 3 because they're weekly, and I mean they're amazing. Like I when it comes to like the West Coast Avengers, they're getting a lot of flack, man, saying that it's really crappy, but it's just a little silly. I mean, it's like a comic book should be.
I can deal with silliness. I like silliness.
It shouldn't be like overly serious all the time. Not everything has to be Spawn. You know what I'm saying?
Big battle scenes and like 24 pages of people hitting on each other. Come on, give some characterization. Give some
I mean, it's their
development. Exactly,
man. And I do like it. It's got Gwenpool in it, so she's in it and stuff like that. And so they brought her back, even though her series got canceled. And it's just a lot of fun.
Have you seen I was in the Walmart yesterday and I saw the Gwenpool action figure. Have you seen that?
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like they have the Marvel Legends series, whatever. Yeah, they got a Gwenpool.
I might have to get it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the Gwenpool and
Spider Punk.
Oh, are you talking about Spider Gwen?
No, he's like I guess like punk rock Spider-Man or something. He's got a guitar.
Oh really?
Yeah.
No, I never.
What the hell?
No, that's probably from like that Spider-Verse series that's going on right now or something like that.
But yeah, there's a Gwenpool.
Yeah, man, you got to read the Fantastic Four. I mean,
okay.
Oh, dude, it's really good. But yeah, So when you borrow these, you got to take care of them because I love them.
Definitely.
And
I need to pull out my old comics, start reading through some of those again.
man, I mean, a lot of things have changed from the last time I read comic books, and a lot of characters are dead. Some have stayed dead. A lot of characters aren't
that's
friends.
Odd.
Yeah,
because normally they don't.
With like Wolverine, he's back to life, and he just came back.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh wow,
you can't kill a main character like that and keep him dead. It don't happen.
Well, and now he's not like the central character anymore, like he was back when we were reading, I guess, and I guess in the early 2000s. He
doesn't have his own Wolverine comic.
He still does. Now he's got like a lot,
okay,
right? But in the comic books, like with the X-Men and stuff like that, he was always like the central character. It was still a Wolverine story in the X-Men comic books, man.
Yeah. Well, we'll see that back in the day when I was reading it. That's what I remember is that he had his own Wolverine.
Yeah.
That was just about him. But then in the X-Men, he was sometimes there, sometimes wasn't. But then again, that was at the point where they had just the two teams.
Oh yeah.
So it was like if you're reading the series about, I guess, just X-Men, he was more prevalent in there. But if it was Uncanny X-Men, he wasn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So when I was reading it in like the mid 90s, the late 90s,
mm-hmm.
he was like in everything. He was in Uncanny X-Men. He was in the X-Men. And it was like, okay, so he was just saturated everywhere. And so I stopped reading and because I was like, man, just kill him off. And so when he heard he died. I was like, yeah. Awesome. But
I stopped reading because I started having kids and running out of money.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, you can borrow my comic books, man. Read them, catch up, and because they're pretty good, man. The Life of Captain Marvel, man. That's actually really good. I'm about to get the last issue. It's only going to be 5 issues.
Okay.
So I'm about to be saving a little bit of money. That's good. So I think the last one comes out this month, issue 5. So I'll have the whole series, and you can just read it because it's really good. I guess in the comic book they retconned her origin
mm-hmm.
than what the movie shows. So we talked about that on TDMR. So, but yeah, it's should read that when I get the last one. I think the last one comes out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make sure that you get them all. So
it's funny. You're handing me comic books to read, and I'm handing you books.
Yeah, you handed me Joe R. Lansdale.
Paradise Sky.
Paradise Sky. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna read this.
It's good.
Western.
Well, I told you I finished Ready Player One.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was good. I mean, have you seen the movie?
No.
The movie's pretty good, but the book, like most things, is a lot better.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and the main character, well, not the main character, but what's all set up.
Uh-huh.
Basically, the guy who's kind of set the whole basically world up is like a Gen Xer. So a lot of the references are like there's 80s references throughout this entire book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, stuff.
That explains like the DeLorean and the Voltron and the Transformers and
a lot of that stuff. I mean, some of it does appear in the book, but a lot of what you see in the movie doesn't appear in the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few things that do cross over, but the book goes much more in depth, and I'm sure it has to do with licensing.
Is it kind of like a Sword Art Online?
Kind of, in that it's a shared MMO, like worldwide shared world. But then basically it's we've effed things up so bad that pretty much people just spend most of the day there now, kind of escape real life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
it's kind of like a World of Warcraft.
Kind of, and there's certain parts of the economy that are based solely upon microtransactions within this place, and and companies that focus on equipment, services and things with dealing with this world, shared world. But yeah, the book is excellent. And I found out that the guy who wrote it, this is I think his first novel, but he wrote a screenplay before
for Ready Player One.
Yeah, well, but he wrote the screenplay for Fanboys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I saw that movie a long time ago.
I know.
I don't remember the movie that much. I remember they were going around in a van trying to get to a Star Wars convention or something like that, right?
Yeah, they're trying to break into Skywalker Ranch so they can get a copy of the
episode 1.
Episode 1 for early.
That's right.
Yeah, and the guys got a van, and he's always playing Rush. They're like, man, you need some music variety. Rush is variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, man, that's an old ass movie, dude.
It is. Well, yeah.
Dude, that is an old ass movie.
But yeah, Ready Player One is an excellent novel.
All right.
It's really good.
Do you have it?
I don't. I had to check it out from the library.
Oh, dang it. That's why you're the librarian.
I'm the librarian, man.
There you go.
You know, I don't know if I told you this, but a few weeks ago, our library, there was a Ferrari parked out front.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Beautiful Ferrari.
Oh, yeah, you showed me that picture. And
Yeah.
and then there was a McLaren or
There was a
something.
McLaren last week.
Man, you live in the rich neighborhood,
I
man.
guess, man.
Dang, dude.
Can't tell from my house.
Man, those people come by just to read books. They come to laugh at the poor people.
They probably spent all their money on the cars and now to go there for the Wi-Fi.
Hell
Or use
yeah,
the
dude.
internet.
That's what I do. Dang. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, all right, Michael. That's everything for today. Do you have any last words, Michael?
Support your local library.
There you go. That's the moral of today's story, ladies and gentlemen, because Lalo's not here to give it to us.
Because the books are always better than the movie.
There you go. And this has been another episode of Geeked Up Radio.
All right.
Yeah, so if you enjoyed the conversation or want to get into it, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, under Geeked Up Radio and Geeked Up Radio 1, either way. And you can email us at geekedupradio@gmail.com. And we'll give you a shout out.
Spotify.
Yeah. And, you can find us on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, and anywhere else because we're everywhere now. So yeah. So I appreciate it. And thanks to everybody that followed on Twitter. We'll do shout outs next time. And thanks to everybody that followed on Instagram. We'll give out shout outs next time too. All right. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Thank you.